We do begin with breaking news here on The Plus. Fort Campbell officials have confirmed that a pilot and co-pilot on board that helicopter that crashed last night did die. News Channel 5's Cuthbert Langley is in Montgomery County, not far from the crash site this morning. And Cuthbert, I know the investigators are going to be out there again this morning trying to find out what happened.
Steve, they are. We've actually seen several Montgomery County Sheriff deputies driving down Golston Road, which is the road that's running parallel to me right now. We are about 3 to 4 miles away from the crash site. It's sealed right now as the investigation begins into what went so wrong last night. The identities of the pilots killed have not been released to us this morning, but I have been able to gather from the Fort Campbell officials up there that they were members of the 101st Airborne Division. They were on a routine training mission when their Apache helicopter crashed. Here is a look at the scene from Sky 5 HD. You can kind of make it out there at the bottom of your screen. Of course, it was very dark when this happened. This was in a field, again, in a very rural area in Montgomery County. In fact, we were speaking with rescue crews last night who said they had a hard time finding the crash site, but once they did, they found the helicopter engulfed in flames, and unfortunately, the pilots were declared dead there on the scene. But in terms of what went wrong here, those questions have yet to be answered because, of course, the investigation is just beginning. This happened late last night, so obviously we had to wait for daylight in order for the investigation to really take hold here. So, of course, we are expecting updates to come down from Fort Campbell throughout the morning, and as soon as we get those updates, we'll be sure to update you on our website at newschannel5.com. For now, we're live here in Montgomery County this morning. I'm Cuthbert Langley, News Channel 5.
Cuthbert, thanks for the update. Tragic story there. Authorities in California also working a very tragic story. What led to that deadly shooting at an office holiday party in San Bernardino? 14 people were killed, 17 others were injured. Chris Martinez has the latest now from California.
Authorities have revealed the identities of the two suspects they believe are responsible for the mass shooting at Inland Regional Center. The pair, identified as 28-year-old Saeed Rizwan Farouk and his wife, 27-year-old Tashfeen Malik, fled the scene of the massacre in a black SUV. Both suspects died in a gun battle with police just 2 miles away from the shooting. Inside the SUV, investigators found assault rifles and semi-automatic handguns.
Based upon what we have seen and based upon how they were equipped, there had to have been some degree of planning that went into this.
Officials say Farouk, an environmental specialist for San Bernardino County, left a holiday party held for workers at the center in anger, then returned a short time later with Malik, dressed in assault-style clothing and armed with guns. People inside during the shooting describe a very chaotic scene.
I was just numb. I was just in disbelief. I called my kids and said, if something happens to me, there's a shooting here, just be safe.
Appearing with local Muslim leaders, Farouk's brother-in-law condemned the attacks and expressed his remorse.
I am very sad, deeply sad and shocked that something like this happened.
As the investigation continues to unfold, authorities say they have not ruled out terrorism as a motive.
It is a possibility, but we don't know that yet, and we're not willing to go down that road yet.
Authorities worked late into the night at the scene of the deadly shooting after bomb squads found and detonated a suspicious pipe bomb device inside. Chris Martinez, CBS News, San Bernardino, California.
Family representatives say the couple has been married for 2 years, and shortly before the shooting yesterday, they dropped off their 6-month-old daughter with her grandmother. We are continuing to follow the very latest from San Bernardino. We'll have new information as it comes in this morning. We'll have it on air and, of course, our online platform as well, all of our social media apps. Happening right now, police investigating a gas station robbery up in the White House area. It sent a woman to the hospital with a gunshot wound. News Channel 5's Matthew Torres is live for us at Skyline Medical Center. This woman we're talking about was the store clerk, Matthew?
Steve, that's right. That's what we learned from the sergeant of the White House Police Department, who says that same woman was sent here to Skyline with a gunshot wound to the leg. Her injuries are non-life threatening, though, so that's really the good news. But right now, what's not the good news is that 3 suspects are still on the run this morning. White House police are needing your help, at least identifying one of them. We do have surveillance photos from Smoky Bar News of the Shell gas station on Highway 76 and Industrial Drive. It shows the suspects storming in with their faces house, covered with masks and wearing hoodies around 10 o'clock last night. They were armed, and as the clerk tried to run towards the back of the store, she was shot again in the leg. Now, the robbers fled in an older model 2011 Grand Marquis with the help of a third suspect. If you have information, call White House Police. That number is 615-672-4903. We are reporting live from Skyline Medical Center. I'm Matthew Torres, News Channel 5.
Matthew, thank you. A family hoping to finally have some answers about their 7-year-old daughter's rape and murder will now have to wait longer. Timothy Madden, the man charged with sexually assaulting and then killing Gabby Doolin, was supposed to have a preliminary hearing yesterday. Well, just before the hearing, his defense team received a DNA report and asked for more time to prepare. The preliminary hearing has now been moved to December 14th. Meantime, Madden's son, Bradley, faced a judge yesterday. He's accused of sending threatening messages to the Scottsville Police Department after his father was arrested. The police department asked him not to. He still did it. He'll be back in court next week. 3 more people have just been arrested in connection with a murder mystery in Shelbyville that is quite confusing. Chase Gross, Raheem Maxwell, and an underage teen are now charged with especially aggravated burglary. Investigators say they were inside Angela Kibble's home when she was shot to death back in September. Kibble is the mom of murder suspect Michael Sales, who was previously on the most wanted list in our state. However, we're told these 2 cases are not connected. 3 other men, including Kibble's cousin, are already behind bars. They're charged with homicide. All right, keep an eye out for this guy. Humphreys County deputies say that Kyle Langford is wanted for stealing a trailer from a business in the New Johnsonville area. This is a surveillance photo now of the blue pickup truck hauling that trailer away. It's worth about $20,000. If you see Langford or the trailer, contact the sheriff's department this morning. All right, and check this out. Underwear thieves, they come in the door, they grab, and they go. Surveillance cameras catching them at Victoria's Secret in Murfreesboro. The group of women run in. They snatched about $5,200 worth of stuff, and then they just ran right out the front door. The employees go, huh? Wait a minute, you didn't pay. If you recognize those people, call the Rutherford County Crime Stoppers number 615-893-STOP.